There we go, there we go. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody, to Dimensions Break, episode 9. Even though last episode was more of like a mini episode, but we're continuing on to episode 9, where I've named this one race is definitely asking too much, and I misspelled. I misspelled it, and now I have to redo it. Hold on, because I'm very upset that I did deadly.
No, commit to it.
No, it's too late. I gotta change. I gotta be different. With that being said, actually, as this is also still, I'm gonna say this to more so in general here. This is also my first time actually using OBS. So, with that being said, if any of you lovely, lovely people can proceed to go to my stream and tell me, um, basically, how does the music sound? How does everybody else sound? I
Wait,
would love
you
that.
haven't been using OBS? What have you been
No,
I've been
using?
using
no,
Streamlabs.
I had to get on him to use OBS.
What?
Yeah, it's a little different, but let's see. I'm waiting for the commercial to end.
I mean, actually, you know what? I like that layout. That's nice and clean. I like that.
I've been trying to
Yeah.
get something going here, and I haven't been just slacking it. I've been sick, but I've not been slacking it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a lot. I like that it doesn't have that black void in the left side that the previous one did. I don't know if that was a Streamlabs thing or
It was
what.
meant to be where the chat was, but I didn't have any like specific good overlay or something to put there.
Makes sense.
But yeah, how's the music sound? How does it sound compared to me? Do I sound too loud? Do you guys sound like you guys need to be adjusted in any way?
Hold on, I'm gonna deafen on Discord real quick.
Mm-hmm. You guys feel free to say a few things. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing?
You need to go up a little bit on your volume there.
Roar 7 at Roar 7.
Either that, or I need to get closer. Oh, maybe not close. All right. How about if I just have my voice like this? Is that fine?
Riptide sounds good.
This is Cape Capcom. Over.
Womp.
Barum sounds good.
Yeah, like, we're all pretty good, but you're just the teeniest bit quiet.
All right, give me just a minute.
Chloe, say something.
That was not understandable.
Hey, it worked. We understood.
Is it expander I'm looking for?
Who let the dogs out?
I don't use OBS. No, I'm small brain. Hold on.
Chloe sounds good.
Oh, does it? Do I sound good now? Does the expander work?
You need to take your volume up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's what are your volume controls at in your OBS soundboard? I mean, it's we can hear you. It's just you are just quieter compared to especially my mic. But my mic,
Yeah, I tried to turn it
I-
down a little bit.
yeah, I'm told my mic when I'm on PC, I will blast you. I don't know what it is about Blue Yetis,
Okay. How about this?
but they send the volume.
I tried an expander with that. If nothing else, I'll just get closer and louder with my mic.
That sounds better. That sounds much better with the expander.
Yeah, it'll work.
Okay. I'll just probably get just a little bit better here. Trying to make everything sound at least or done semi-professionally. Either way, I still like to have the focus on you guys when you talk, so hey. And if I really need to, I'll just yell at people. With that being said, we are getting back into today's episode. Like I said, episode 9. Welcome. So, we had quite literally left off as we were aka starting / about to start the race. With that being said, since it wasn't the most, it wasn't really too big of a session, would anybody give Care a little bit of a small recap of how we got here? You don't gotta do a full, just give me a little bit something.
I
Well-
unfortunately was not here.
Well, basically, we got off the train to the base of the Sun Raiders, and there they took parts off the car that King Chloe and Farum had lifted. They also graciously loaned us a vehicle to use in this race. They told us about why they're so thrilled to go through with this race. Evidently, they think they're going to go to heaven if they win, or at least get out of Mad Max Australia.
Yay,
And,
death cults.
And then, what else? Oh yeah, Farum made her that leader. He made her like lose her mind because he explained that we we weren't from here and she had no idea how to take that.
It was funny.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, King,
It was.
King and Farum just really. We made her think we were fucking nuts, but at least she gave King a really nice cloak.
Yes, that also happened. And yeah, we're now we're about to have a race.
And nobody taught Mim how to drive.
That's why I'm driving. Don't worry. Hey, don't you worry about it.
He is in his goblin form and he's ready to gun.
It's like when you're playing the original Halo and you let your younger brother use the gun turret on the Warthog. But you're a jerk. But you're a jerk and you drive off the cliff on purpose.
Yup.
Or you can't drive for shit and just crash into everything.
Oh, you sweetie boy.
Well, driving was easy in Halo. I did all sorts of wild stuff.
Oh, real quick, did you guys actually hear the music on on the stream?
And then when we got to the race, you know, the other teams, it looked pretty manageable. And then they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, giant living mechanical car of flesh and metal behind. His only job there is to kill.
Yep.
Mhm.
So how about that inspiration? Or was it not long enough of a session?
No, I'll give you an inspiration. You might need it.
Luckily for us, gentlemen, we know who let the dogs out.
Who?
It's us.
Who?
We.
DM or you? Did you mute yourself in Discord? I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't. Yeah, I did mute myself, but I was saying, yeah, you can have an inspiration. You'll need it.
All right.
With that being said, I was trying to ask her a second ago if the music was hearable on the stream as well.
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's all I needed. Thank you. Okay, so as I said last time, you guys had left off basically was you were about to start a race here. They said basically the names and more so the groups that are standing, or should I say sitting, on some of their vehicles, thrones, however you want to put it. As well as there's been a couple of restrictions on how, per se, this, not combat, you could say, yes, combat initiative would go. That being said, I feel like if nothing else, what we're gonna do here is we're pretty much going to go from the order somewhat of where people are. So that being said, please give me this.
Oh, please give me this.
That shouldn't be right. Should be. Okay, oh well. apologies here, just adding up all this. Okay, with that being said, as they pretty much give out the, go ahead, start for the race, there's going to be the first two here to actually basically kick off this race is going to be between the Chomper and the... I don't know why the name isn't shown here. On Old Reliable. After that, it will be followed by you guys. And pretty much after that, it'll be kind of decided randomly between these three. As well as the end will be the big vehicle here.
The end.
Hello, test. There we go. Sorry about that. My microphone was not working. My apologies.
You are perfectly fine. I just was getting this all set up because I forgot to set up the turns.
Them damn turns. They're always fucking with us.
The goo goo zaza. What the fuck does that even mean?
All right, kicking it off with some good music. Going into it, we're gonna start off with Old Reliable, as Old Reliable over here on basically being revved up as it's finally ready to go. It's been ready to go. It's got that Mario Kart kind of style of burst of movement speed as it proceeds to go 5 speed, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With that being said, they're not going to do too much right now. They're pretty much just trying to get ahead. With that being said, they are going to just proceed to use their total action, just move again. And I'm going to say this, normally you wouldn't be able to just keep going and moving again like that. However, it is somewhat of a more of a specialty on the fact that they're driving a motorcycle. So they're just trying to go for speed at the moment. Followed by the Chomper, who at the moment, all they're really going to do is go their movement speed. Which is actually a movement speed of 4. There we go. Go their movement speed, and they're pretty much waiting almost as if like the teeth on it kind of brittle up and down a little bit, as if it's waiting for anybody to get close. With that being said, it becomes your guys' turn, as your vehicle basically has its own thing of starting up, getting to going. Please move your speed, as well as all of you have the basics of one action, which also can be turned into a bonus action, as well as everyone has their own reaction as well.
Bet. All right.
So, okay, three speed on this vehicle is how far again?
You could say it's like 90 feet, but it's pretty much the size of the vehicle, so you would move the entire vehicle like down one whole one. That's 1 speed.
Okay. So we're there, so it'd be 1. It'd be that far is how far we could go?
No. Okay, so for example, how this big one back here, I'll just tell you right now, it doesn't go very far. But if it were to move 1 speed, it would move its entire vehicle like forward.
Oh, length of vehicle. Oh, now I get it. Thank you.
But we could get right next to the chomper, basically.
1, 2, and that'd be 3 speed. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that's right.
That's 3 lengths of car movement, right?
One more back. There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, you got it.
Okay. With that movement,
do note with the movement, you can also turn this car sideways. I say that in the way of you guys don't. You could guys, depending on how you guys are facing, is where your characters will be on it.
you can use the turn tool and move it like 90.
Yeah.
Like that. Although we're on a grid, so it's still kind of screwy. But anyway, I'd like to use the action I have to shoot at the witches on the motorcycle.
All right.
With a 26 to hit. And I'm definitely trying to shoot at the driver themselves, not the vehicle. I want to take them out.
It's gonna be a little bit weird for me to have to use this like this, but it's fine. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, you hit a 26 for 18 piercing damage. With that being said, the one who's in the front, cackling probably a little bit as they're proceeding to go along.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
That cackling driver, can she give me a Constitution saving throw? Because King's gonna cast blindness on her.
Give me a second first here. As you've shot this first person, it looks like their shoulder, that you hit them real deep into their shoulder. That definitely, per se, left a mark, if a mark is what you would even call it. Where are they? It'd be this one. A mark, even if you can call that, but it's definitely going to hindrance on their driving at the very moment. They don't quite die or get too close to dying from that, but it is enough to be a hindrance. And you said you want to do make a Constitution saving throw, yes?
Yes, the driver needs to make a Constitution saving throw because King's blinding her.
Okay.
Ooh, sorry, Pixie, don't stand there.
13.
13, she fails. She is blind.
What happened? I can't see. With that being said, who else is doing something here?
My compatriot, are you interested in stealing this car or no?
The one right next to it, or the one in
One
front?
next to us.
The one next
Isn't
to
that
you,
a
I've
living
mentioned to
car?
you, it's a
Yeah,
living car.
he's alive. That's not driven.
mean,
That's a man.
Alright, well then.
Jump his ass.
Alright, I'm jumping his ass. Alright, if that's the case, I would like to take a shot at its wheels with my trusty and not so dusty musket for a total of 17 to hit. Aiming specifically for the wheels.
Yep. Uh, as you proceed to go and shoot at the wheels, you definitely do shoot it, so do your damage. However, as you shoot it, you do notice that it doesn't like pop at all, and instead almost like gets indented into the wheel as it starts to bleed a little bit from there.
Okay, so good news. I can at least hurt it. If that's the case, I'm going to use my bonus action, right? For my ring revolver, since I'm actually close enough. So I'm gonna aim my left hand. Oh, right, there's no bonus actions.
action.
My bad. Forget it. Alright, that's
good.
that. Yep, that's my turn.
Ferrum, you got any ideas?
Reminder to you, Bim, you're the one on the turret.
Turret. Yep.
Am I? Uh. How does the race work? Is it last one standing or first one to make it through?
You would have been probably told some of the basics, but it's pretty much both. It's either last one standing because it's a death race, or it's the first one to pretty much complete a lap.
I'm gonna throw an echo on their car. Or bike or whatever. Action surge. Which one's the driver?
The one that's currently blind.
They could lose their head. 19 second attack because I'm high enough level. 23.
Both those are to hit. If so, then yeah.
16 on the first swing. What did that say? What the fuck?
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Ferrum has decided to use his clone and basically plopped it on top of the other witch that was in basically not like the back seat, but like a side seat next to it, as standing on top of this person as she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" Ferrum's clone just hard swings going for the witch who's currently at the moment blind and doesn't know what's happening, and it's a good thing she doesn't know what's happening because now she's headless. And now that car, well, I should say, now that vehicle is probably going to spin out if nothing else. Potentially.
For movement, can my clone take control of it? Just like push her body out the way and sit in the spot?
Yeah, you can push it off, get in the spot. However, do note, even with all that, there is still the other person that is on there.
To the wall.
With movement, can I just swerve it straight into a rock?
No, not yet. Your movement was to basically already get onto it. There's a potential.
No, I summoned my echo on it. That's not movement.
No,
moving to the fucking seat is 5 feet.
Yeah. I'm saying not the 5 feet. I'm saying to be able to push her off and basically get into the seat, now into the driver's seat, would basically have been the movement, which, if you are able to use your movement next turn, basically if she can't do anything against you next turn, she's basically going to crash at this point if that's what your intentions are.
Yeah, I'll stop there for now then.
Okay. With that leaves Min.
Oh yeah, we're firing the big gun at these orchestra motherfuckers back here. I hate piano. The only question is how do we Ah, there we go. Attacked for 5. What the hell did it roll? 1d20, rolled a 2 plus a 0.
Its attack is +2. You add your perception modifier to that, but even with that, I don't think it's going to be enough.
Perception modifier is a +20. No, it's a +2.
Yeah, so you'd have a total
No,
+4,
yeah,
but
just-
it does not necessarily hit whatever you're trying to hit.
Yeah, just zooms past these piano guys back here.
Damn, if only I was playing Jaeger, I'd have a +15 to perception.
And
Shit, I
would
missed. I'm a
not.
little rusty.
A little rusty, but hasn't done it yet. In any case, that ends your guys' turn as it becomes these things, not these things, as it becomes the, I don't know why it's called that, as it becomes the Drifter's turn. There we go. As you guys might recognize, aka you guys do recognize some of the people out there as they're proceeding to just go for it. So, 1, 2, 3. They pretty much see as the chopper is looking like it's potentially getting close to your guys' vehicle, as if it's not already close, but it hasn't done anything yet. But you can almost as if see drool coming from it. You hear, "For now, just go," and from Madame Flower as she proceeds to get all the guns pointed and aimed at this thing. As she's telling you all to pretty much just go. As she's gonna make some direct attacks. As one pretty much cuts a little bit more deeper, as the first shot goes basically not like past this thing's per se head, but scrapes this thing's kind of like head, getting off some meat that almost looks part metal, but is kind of just like pulsating now on the ground away from this thing. As you can see, this thing has taken a good little bit of damage from the gun turret. However, with the second shot, it does not hit. Everybody else on there pretty much are reloading / getting their weapons back in order for the next round. So becomes the orchestra, as the orchestra is going to proceed to go. Two, 3, getting pretty much right up next to both of these vehicles, as the orchestra is going to use a semi-special ability here, as they're going to proceed to use, oh no, that's not it, the actual orchestra. And what I mean by that is they proceed to go like, "Men, start it up, fire it all up," as they sounds like they're getting hyped into it and they're ready for it. And as they're getting ready for it, hyping it up, they start playing. Someone starts playing on the pianos, da da. And as it starts going, it sounds more classical than what's being played right now, and so classical, in fact, it's deafening, quite deafening, to a range of 15 feet. So any vehicle within 15 feet of this vehicle needs to make a sleight of hand handling check on their vehicle, the driver specifically. DC check.
Am I
of
included
15.
in that?
10, 15. Yeah, your vehicle is barely within range.
I have to. A check from the vehicle or a check for the driver?
The driver.
Okay. Got a 20 there.
And this one is just a regular. Oof. Okay. Here we go. So, on fail, the vehicles take the above damage. So, because you didn't fail, you don't take the damage. In either case, your vehicle is basically pushed away. I don't know why it's not.
Shoot. Oh shoot, I didn't roll I rolled just dexterity, not sleight of hand. Oh. Yeah.
Still works out. Vehicle pushed away. I don't know why it doesn't say it on there, but at the moment it's just 5 feet. So you guys basically get pushed away 5 feet. This vehicle gets pushed away 5 feet as well. This vehicle gets pushed away 5 feet as well. However, the chopper has taken some damage. Ooh, I should technically the opposite way. Or is it the opposite way? Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry, I did look at something. With that being said, chopper takes some damage. It looks like it seared off a little bit more flesh as this thing just starts to get more and more aggressive. It becomes the Walking Cauldron's turn, which, funny enough, with the name of Walking Cauldron, you guys look behind you to see this kind of parade float looking craft as it has a weird kind of movement, almost like it's going up and down a little bit more than what a normal vehicle would be, but you can't really tell it's as like a parade float, like you know how it would have like the ribbons, or sorry, not ribbon, like the thing hiding what's like under it. Trying to think of like the wording. Basically like drapes in front of it, all over it. So you wouldn't be able to specifically see the bottom of it. However, they are going to take their turn now. They have a speed of 3 feet. They are pretty much now getting blocked, so they can't specifically go more forward. That being said, they are going to use. They are going to basically start like kind of cackling together and bringing in, basically like waving their hands around a kind of big mysterious looking pot that they have in the middle. As you can potentially even hear from one of the actual announcer, as he's like, "It looks like the rotating cauldron is bringing out their specialty, their great spell casting of sorts, or probably just some weird witchery," as they are going to proceed to use their cauldron spellcasting. With that, they're going to proceed to use Cloud of Daggers. I think get that. I don't know why this doesn't just show up. Sorry, give me just a second. Okay, there we go. They are going to proceed to use Cloud of Daggers, basically on towards your guys' vehicle. More specifically because you probably potentially messed up there are people in the front who kind of are part of the same faction, basically. So, with that being said, they
Yeah, with them.
fill the air with these spinning daggers that pretty much just kind of all go around the car. They basically all start coming in as swords just start relenting in almost in a magical like way. Just cast using the soul thought. Because this is more of a technical way of using Cloud of Daggers, it's pretty much now up to you guys to make dexterity saving throws. If you get anybody here that can make a dexterity saving throw 15 DC or higher, you avoid the Cloud Daggers. Anybody who cannot, you take 13 piercing damage.
So we all need to make one?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Even when inside the car?
Yeah, they're piercing into the car. So it's like you guys are kind of like trying to avoid getting stabbed from these multiple stab directions.
Alright, well, King obviously failed. You said 13?
That is 13 piercing damage, yeah. Or is it piercing? Slashing. 13 slashing damage. Outside of that, though, the cauldron doesn't have much left in it. So with that, it becomes the mover, as they are going to proceed to move down. As you can almost feel like the rumble behind. Like if you get potentially caught up or trapped and this thing comes, this thing is going to basically sweep you up. You can almost feel that. With that, it becomes the start of initiative, basically, as we come back to the witches who one has just been basically kicked off as the other one doesn't know specifically what to do just at the very moment until she kind of thinks to herself, just basically try to regain back control. So she's pretty much just going to fight with you, fight with Faram's clone to try to take control. So it's going to be a tested athletics.
Sure. Ten.
Dang. She actually got a natural 20.
Neat.
As-
So she just took control of it, right?
Yeah, she pretty much you guys kind of switch more so positions as she's thrown you off, but you're kind of skilled enough to be able to stay on the vehicle in general, even if it is your clone. However, she has taken control of the vehicle as pretty much her action, so she takes control of it for now, and she's going to try to basically just go forward again and use up her movement to actually go 1, 4, 5. There we go. As she's going to keep going. With that, it becomes the chopper's turn, as this thing, being very upset that it just got hit in the back, is basically going to do a U-turn. So as it's basically driving backwards now, in a very kind of menacing look, going to try to attack the orchestra. As it is just going to try to bite right into it.
Hey, shitty music is shitty music no matter what.
Damn truth be said. Even though, as this thing bites into the vehicle, it's like its jaws pretty much re-extend back as it realizes that the vehicle's a little bit too much of a bite for it to try to take. Almost as if like a tooth or two like started to fall off, as everybody on the orchestra just starts laughing. As this thing proceeds to now basically just be in a scuffle with the orchestra, as it becomes your guys' turn now.
Riptide's looking back in the rearview mirror. Somebody ought to pin a medal on that mutant guy there.
Hey, can I go first? If you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
Half of my movement, teleport with the clone before it dissipates at the end of the turn. I'm just gonna make 2 swings at her. Actually, I can make more, but we'll see.
Okay.
14 and a 22.
14 hits, yeah. 22 hits.
Okay. Uh, 23 slashing damage.
They're
Is
not.
that enough?
They're not the toughest, but they're not the weakest people. As she seems
Okay.
like she's been battle veteran enough to take a couple of these shots, as you pretty much sliced off an arm as she starts to bleed out, but she's still holding on for dear life. She just
Hold on.
holding
Let me
her
think
arm
if
a
there's
little bit.
anything else I can do.
All right, for move, I don't want to.
I was gonna say we should probably move our movement.
Yeah, so there's this 1, 2, 3. Is that kosher there, DM?
What was that, 3?
Yeah,
Our
3.
movement for the vehicle.
I believe.
No, I was saying,
ahead.
where were you?
Oh, Mim and them are right where the back of the car was. We were right there, so...
It's kind of funky because we returned 45.
Yeah, we're on a
Yeah, you're good.
grid.
1.
Yeah, that should be accurate.
Oh gosh, they're just out of range for ramming. Yeah, that's okay. Riptide's gonna shoot at the witch that Phelan's been trying to. There we go.
Alright. As this witch is screaming, it very quickly gets silenced with a bang as she has a hole in her head as she somewhat slides off.
Okay.
As the vehicle is now going to start to become out of control.
Can I roll an athletics check to see if I can take control of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
$18.
Somehow Farron proceeds to pretty much right after seeing this, sees this chance to pretty much get onto the front, takes it by the wheels once again. A little bit more used to it from the Ferrum clone, probably a bit of experience from that. As you are now taking control of this. Oh,
Don't say I never do anything for you.
Yeah.
Is Ferrum really that disinterested, even though we're in a death race?
He's kind of bored.
This is boring for him. Awesome.
He wants more.
Is-
So if now that I have control of the vehicle, does that mean I can take its place on the turn list instead of
Yes.
theirs?
Yes.
Okay.
With that being said, what are the rest of you doing? If you guys are doing anything.
King will do Healing Word and give everyone in the party six hit points.
I wasn't sure if I even took damage from that daggers because I successfully
A
saved
couple
that throw.
of us took damage though, because a couple of us failed.
Yo, healing. Let's go healing.
Ooh, beans.
Only 6. It's not much, but it's something.
It's some. It's some.
Feel fresh as a summer's eve.
After the healing's been given, yeah, I think that's still
Chloe and Mim.
Mim Chloe, yeah.
Screw it. I'm gonna try to shoot this orchestra guys or orchestra car again. Gun turret, go! What's a +4, so 14 to hit? Or is it only plus? Or is it 12? We rolled a.
Nope, it's it would be, if it already did the +2, then it's your +2, so it turned to 12. Yeah, it turned to 12. Either case, those bullets just passed by. Boom, boom, boom.
God damn it! I wish someone had a cigarette. I could really use a cigarette. This reminds me of the war when I can't focus.
Can I throw him a pack of cigs? Because I have like 7.
I mean, you could throw it to him if he catches it. I mean,
Hey, I should be able to roll athletics for how accurate my throw is.
just because
Am I Tom Brady or not?
Just because your throw is accurate doesn't mean that the person's catch is accurate. I know that one.
Well, it doesn't need to be accurate if I throw it in a safe space where you can pick them up.
It was just a flavor text. It's not necessary.
Nah, you're getting that pack of cigarettes. Let me take the athletics check.
If you want to make it,
Let me
if you wanna
attempt it
make
at least.
If you want to make an athletics check, go ahead.
11.
Let's see if.
I think you should roll
let's see if he
athletics
can,
for
save it.
catching it.
Oh, now he's got to catch it. That's okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Cause I didn't roll well enough. He has to catch it now.
Mib, can you give me? Can you give me an athletics and potentially try to catch this?
It's not gonna go well, I don't think. Oh, maybe it will. 14.
I think that's good enough.
He throws pretty much.
I'm gonna
which
throw you a
one?
pack called The Honest Truth.
As
Cool.
he throws to you a pack called The Honest Truth. It looks like it's pretty much a little bit overshot, but not enough for Mib to not be able to potentially catch it. But I would assume maybe in the way of like his arm extends just a little bit to catch it.
Oh shit! Nice, thank you. Chloe's got the last action.
I'm going to do something groundbreaking. Right, are these stone walls here, my friend? Or are they rocks on a... No, never mind. I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot at this car right here.
Those are our allies.
Do they have to be? Okay, I'll take a shot at these guys.
You do you.
Alright, here. Well, bam. Natural 1. My musket is now... Alright. Yeah. My gun is now jammed, among other things.
Yeah, give me a 1d12 roll.
Yep. Here you go. 1d12. That's a 9.
Your attack misses as normal. Nothing special happens
Okay.
from it.
Okay. Yep. That's that. That's my turn.
All right. Now with said vehicle, they're gonna pretty much proceed to go forward more. Our lovely drifter, as they're trying to pretty much get out of trouble here. There we go. 2, 3. They're going to proceed to once again turn around and start shooting at I would say at the moment, seeing as these two are preoccupied with a little bit with each other, going to start shooting at the rotating cauldron, as that magic was no joke. Unfortunately, we can't shoot shots to save our lives.
Pew, pew.
So as you hear Scraven, you're not hitting anything. As the other one also like, I'm trying to shoot and I don't know where the button is. A little bit of cackling in the distance, some sighs going off, and all that while in the crowd just hearing, this is kind of weird, but yeah, they missed. Orchestra, it's turn. As they are going to proceed to use basically a more concentrated version of the lovely music that they used earlier on the things in front of them. A 12 unfortunately does not hit, as it almost looks like a sonic pulse has just kind of like whizzed right past them. Oh shit, boys, keep it going, as they're going to proceed to move to try to get closer. As it becomes the walking cauldron. For now, they are going to, once like everybody else, get a bit closer. This one. As they are going to use a spell, like they're all like waving and trying to chant, saying some words, as it almost looks like they're trying to use that of a spell that most people probably wouldn't see or recognize until you see just the fact that this parade float almost looking creation starts to actually float a little bit more up into the sky, even not enough for it to be significant, but enough for it to be at least 5 feet off the ground at the moment. Whatever they might be planning, who knows? As the mover comes in, comes down, boom, 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 basically finally makes it to the actual starting line. Once again, not something you want to get caught up in. With that being said, it becomes Old Reliable, aka Ferrum's turn.
How far does this thing go?
It goes 5 speed.
Which means it goes 5 of the length of it.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's 2 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it have nitro on it?
It doesn't have specifically nitro, but like I had said at the beginning, this car actually, if you use your action, you can go double your speed.
And you said this ends either if everyone's dead or someone makes it to a fully way around?
Yes.
1,
I'll also
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fantastic. I'll also say, as an additional thing, as I forgot to say during this third round of combat, it almost feels like winds kind of start to rise in the distance, but I only say that in a way of maybe it might affect some people's aims, maybe it might not. I don't think it's going to be too effective right now, but it's just something to note. Alright, with that being said, that ends your turn. It becomes the chopper, as the chopper, very still angry, is wanting this. It's wanting the bouquet of this lovely orchestra. As it's going to proceed to try to bite it, which it does get a gnarly bite. That actually doesn't actually hit because I think it doesn't hit. Yeah, no. The metal is still a little bit too hard for it as it tries to get into a second bite. One that would look like it would be devastating, as it just scrapes the metal pretty much. With that being said, as it tries to somewhat trying to keep around this thing right now, orchestra, or not orchestra, it's your guys' turn with your lovely chariot.
Okay, this car, we do have nitro on this, so we can use it once to go 6 lengths instead of 3.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on, folks. I found where they hit the switch for the nitro, and Riptide's just gonna hit it and just go. "Ah!"
Just a whole, ooh, what's this button do? Moment.
With that, some of the people kind of like go silent in the crowd and then proceed to go, yeah, as they're probably not even realizing as Ferrum, who's far up there, was literally just a part of their squad 2 seconds ago. As they start chanting maybe shit like, yeah, F up with the guy in the front, yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
No,
Riptide beat
Good.
He'd wave to the crowd, I guess. But anyway, sorry.
I was going to ask, are these walls on the left and right of us, or is it just like open?
These are pretty much on the right of you at the moment. Those are walls. On the left, this is open because this leads into the more of the inside. But this is pretty much just like the don't go in there zone, aka I should say. But all these rocks, yes, they are big walls.
Ooh.
More
Okay.
of like rocky, more of like just big rocks they've set up, or somewhat boulders they've set up. But it's more so for that way for people to understand this is not the way to go.
All right, that's only 45 feet away. 20 feet wide. If you will allow this, would like to use my Wand of Web to cast a 20-foot web across the roadway there.
All right.
So across this, you can't see. I'm not pinging like through this little area, so I can try to like create a net that's difficult terrain to slow people down. And I will display in BTT, or is it cast in BTT? I can't remember. Let's do cast. See what happens. Nope, it was display. And I'll let you judge how you want that to work. I feel like it's creating like a barrier instead of being flat on me.
Oh, no. There we go. I think that's it.
Cool.
Is this where you want to place it?
Yeah. Do that little spot right there because it's measuring actually 20 feet versus 25.
All right. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'll just say, for the purposes of because people are in vehicles, it's not going to be the most detrimental, so they'll probably have advantage on it, but they still would have to pass it.
That works.
With that being said, is there anybody else?
King is going to cast, let's see, what's the range on this? Actually, we're too far away, so he can't do that one. So instead, King's gonna use his bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon. And he's going to summon essentially an ethereal warhammer 60 feet behind us. So roughly about there on the trap as a booby trap to fuck up anybody who gets snagged then.
Y'all really making this trap. Alright.
And that'll be his turn because there's nobody there for it to hit at the moment. So.
Alright.
That leaves Chloe.
Alright. Unfortunately, I have to spend a turn to unjam my weapon, so that'll be my turn. Yeah.
Probably want to.
I want the gunner seat.
I
Give me the
wasn't
gunner
talking.
seat.
There we go. I was gonna say, yeah, probably one of the better actions. Just because right now you guys are getting so far ahead in this race, which honestly, props. So far though, let's see here. We have to go through the rest of the people as.
Yo, fellas, game plan real quick. If you stop anything from passing by us in a relative amount of area, I could just every single turn action go like 80 feet. And just win the race like that.
The thing is, we didn't want to steal the race from the other bitch.
Wasn't their goal to kill someone?
Our goal's to kill someone. Their goal's to win the race.
Well, yeah, if we win the race, we probably get closer to the person we need to kill, though.
Yeah, I thought when we first started this world, we were told we had to win the race.
No, they actually just said rev your engine.
Yeah, mission with rev your engine, and the rule was survive.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna just say win the race. I'm just gonna win the race.
There we go. Yeah, so as you guys are talking, I was just doing some turns here. The drifter has made their two gun turret shots at the walking cauldron. However, as per the usual now with them, they are not hitting shots. They were not meant to be on a gun turret, and it's almost visible on Madame Flower's face if we just zoom in on her to see her disappointment. With that being said, it is the orchestra, as they've already moved forward a bit. They're going to make a calculated attack by proceeding to shoot at the drifter. They're just going to shoot just straight up at the drifter, so nothing too special here. And there we go. So that's 2, 3, 4.
Bang, bang.
As everybody on the actual orchestra is pretty much a little bit tired of using their very cool weapons, considering subwoofers are not a generic weapon I think most people would think about. So they just proceed to pull out guns and start shooting. As it proceeds to be... Proceeds 3 shots pretty much proceed to get it into the vehicle, even though that they are just using their actual guns. Their weapons aren't dealing as much to the vehicle as some other things would be. That being said, they still take
Oh, is it-
That's 12, not 12, 13 damage. With that becomes the walking cauldron once again as they proceed to potentially use one more spell here. Actually, they're not even going to do one more spell. They're just going to do what they did with you guys, except they're going to do it on the vehicle that was pretty much in their way. So, we get them to move first. They're blocked. They can't really get past there. They're going to use their swords. Why can't I just do this? There we go. Just see how they would all do.
Oh, and that's 3 successes.
7. This guy is 7. Alright. It proceeds as the person that was helping with keeping up the ammo and the guns has proceeded to be the only one to fail this, taking 8 damage on my boy Googs. My boy Googs just got hit with a good old sword. It's fine though, he's still kicking. However much kicking that is as the mover pretty much comes in closer once again. With that it becomes I'll say it like this. It's going to be the next turn, so we are about to get to Faram's turn. However, before we get to that, I will mention, as I said before, in the distance as the winds rise, it actually is getting a little bit worse now. Almost as if, like, if you were like holding like a paper bag per se right now and just let it go, it almost looks like it would just start flying off into the distance. As the wind pressure starts to get a little bit worse.
Cool. My turn?
Yes.
Yep.
Action. I'm just gonna action with the movement. Be around here. Where's the rotate tool? Yeah, thank you for doing it for me.
Unless I can just give this to you at this point.
Yeah.
There you go. With that becomes Chopper's turn. The Chopper going in. It wants a yield bite. It hasn't been getting into the orchestra, so it said, F it. We're going in for the parade float. Yum yum, get the bite in. Oh my goodness, that's a good hit. As the vehicle finally got its hit in on its first victim, per se, it finally got a hit on the parade float. As it proceeds to kind of not like truly jump, but like almost like the vehicle stretches out to kind of jump. As it proceeds to bite into this parade float, biting off what seems to be a bit of a good chunk from it. With that, it becomes the rest of your guys' turns.
Alright, let's do our movement first. Looking at... It says our nitro on our vehicle only double speed for 1 turn, and we just did that, so I think we're back to 3 now.
Yep.
There's that. basically everyone's out of range for Riptide and his pistol, so he's finally gonna lean his head back into the car and just, focus on driving.
Yep. Apologize. Give me a quick second. I gotta go check on something. You guys get if I leave upstream?
Yeah, have it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. It'll be a hot minute. Sorry.
What's the game plan?
I mean, I said the game plan.
Oh yeah, no, that part's solid. I meant like, do we want to keep moving forward on the other car, or do we just want to park it and start trying to pick people off?
I say...
I wouldn't say use nitro. I think you could slow down for a turn to try and get pot shots in, but our buddies
nitro
aren't
only
front.
lasts one turn.
Yeah, we already.
Yeah, we
did that.
used our one nitro.
I say. I mean, can I be real? I don't see how we lose this at this point. I'm almost out of eyesight of literally everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus King's got a spiritual weapon as long as he's keeping,
Concentration. Or no,
I don't even think it's concentration. Hold on,
Long
let
as-
me...
Yeah, it has an
Oops.
HP, so if it gets hit.
Yeah. I don't know. I say I win this race. I get it done. Whatever. We move on.
Definitely.
I can see I see the future, and I see a tornado in our future.
I've survived
it-
one of those before. Cause can I be real? He has 3 goes arounds of turns before I make it to the end. Cause I can move 100 feet.
Yeah.
So I make it all the way like
Does
I
your
make it
bike-
like
Does your bike have super nitro or something?
you can take an action and just double its speed.
All right.
So I can move 100 feet a turn. Basically, I can make it here next turn, right?
Yeah, I figured.
And then I make it like here the turn after, then I make it here. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Gentlemen, I have a stratagem.
okay, go for it. I'm gonna listen while going to the bathroom.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I, my friends, have many bullets indeed. Yes, yes. So what I do, right, is whenever we finally get around to behind this giant fucking bulldozer of death, I'm just gonna blow it up. Either that, or we could try and steal it. But I just want to blow something up right now.
Based on
Thoughts?
I mean, based on what the DM described that thing as, I don't know if it can be driven.
You cannot drive the mover. The mover is a person, same with Chomper.
I mean, if we had access to if we had mind control, maybe, but I don't think we have any of that.
If we somehow manage to kill the mover and we're close enough to it, King could technically animate dead it, maybe.
I mean, that sounds cool. I mean, it's up to you guys. You guys know my game plan.
I mean, fuck, there's really nothing we can do aside from move at this point with the range everybody's at.
So I guess see how our little trap pincer hold there works, and if
Yeah.
it doesn't, then we're back into shooting and looting.
Anybody who gets stuck's gonna get the bonk from God's staff.
I mean, to be real, I figured his plan with those 1 NPCs is to make a problem that moves too fast. I mean, I eliminated the problem and am now the problem, and I don't think he planned around that.
I'm back.
To be fair, like, we did hit
Welcome
him with the
back.
surprise thing with blinding her first.
Well, the blind didn't matter too much, because
Yeah, you immediately went and chopped her head off. I would have gone for the other bitch, and then the blind bitch.
I was planning on just running them over. I mean,
Beep beep beep.
Basically, yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, is there anything you guys decided to do?
We have basic game plans.
The White House. It's
Yeah.
next.
The Pentagon after that.
it looks like we
And
did
from
our
there,
The world.
The United Nations.
let's see, we did our move, right?
Yeah, I moved our car.
Mm-hmm. I don't have anything I can do at this range. Oh, I know what I can do. Min pulls out one of these cigarettes and lights it up.
You you light up the cigarette. You take a. Do you even know how to smoke a cigarette?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We used
2
to
days
smoke 'em
old,
all the
already
time in the
smoking.
war.
As you
2-day-old men taking up tobacco.
as you proceed to take that inhale, the cigarettes that you have, I'll tell you right now. Right now, you feel compelled to tell the truth. That's about it for right now, though.
Oh my gosh.
I even tell you guys about the time. Well, I don't know. You know, I miss being hugged. I'm just gonna put it that way.
All right, is that it for you guys' turn?
Does anyone have anything they can do?
nah.
Just checking.
King, anything?
I
Sounds like
mean,
a-
no, I got nothing. Yeah, I'm good.
Did we already move again?
yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. Because I don't think we actually moved yet.
No, we did, because the distance from the web is further than the casting range now, so we had to have moved. So the web, when I cast it, was only at 40 feet away, and now it's at.
You're right. Okay. We just didn't move as far as I thought we.
You didn't move
We
as far as
should've.
Farron did.
Well, no, we only moved 40 feet. We were at 60 previously.
I move 100 per turn, so.
If any of you guys want to reach into my pack there, I think I got some pitons and some rope. You can tie those pitons onto that rope.
I don't see how mountain climbing's going to help us right now.
That's all I'm going to say.
He's on sodium pentothal. He won't shut up and tell the truth.
All right. Well, with that, we go into the 11. Well, we go to the next turn here. As now they've gotten to the web. How does the web specifically work?
It's difficult terrain, and they can get stuck in it. So
When it enters, okay, so entering. So we're gonna make them do a handling check. As I said before, maybe we'll have advantage because it's vehicle just running over some webs. There's a potential though. They got a 13.
is it against my spell save DC or let's see, dexterity saving throw. I guess it'd have to be.
Yeah.
Which is a 15.
They have
Damn it.
your ally team per se has immediately got stuck. As they're like, what the heck? As they're going to still proceed to turn around and still shoot their guns.
Right next to a magical hammer, which is just waiting to hit something.
There they are. They're gonna aim it at the orchestra because they're the ones close. And they still don't hit. Anyways, continuing on, the orchestra coming in.
They gotta change who they got on the turret. This is a crime. This is a shame.
This is a crime, but with that crime being said, now it's time for this, for the webbing and for the hammer. I forgot how that works.
So the Hammer King can make it attack something using his bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, come our turn, it will start hitting people and moving and causing shit.
Unfortunately, they do not care for the webbings as they're going to continue on. Whoopsies.
Too many tokens in one spot.
I forgot, how do I need to change down the layers, what I probably just need to do. Yeah, I'll choose it to, there we go. But yeah, with that comes the, oh wait, no, my bad. Orchestra still needs to get their meetings in. Subwoofers, go at the ones that are nearby. That's 12 damage to the drifter. As the sounds of the woofers going off, kind of bass boosting a little bit towards the vehicle that's already stuck, as a majority of the people on there are like holding their ears now because of the terrible sound, especially because of the terrible music that they, oh so love. With that, it becomes the walking cauldron as they finally being let free. Let free. This dead body out of here. They pretty much are able to just get up to here as they're going to cast honestly, they're just going to cast Cloud Daggers once more at the vehicle in front of them. As it looks to be a nice three of them have failed. They can take some damage, so they're not the most hurt. That 9 damage though might add up. Who knows? It hurts. As majority of the people getting sliced with like random swords, getting pierced down. But they're still walking, they're still around, they're still on their vehicle, and they're trying to be here making people proud as the mover comes up. As it is going to proceed to go down right there. As it pretty much gets right up close to this chopper, as this chopper looking at it, kind of looking at it, I should say. More like now it's noticed it almost is like it's starting to sweat oil. As the mover has gotten in closer. With that being said, we go to the next turn here. However, during this next turn, things things start to pick up a little bit as the wind's starting to pick up. Really are starting to blow things kind of down. The tent's starting to be blown away a little bit. The cars, some of the cars, well, probably what you guess to be the lighter cars like Ferrum, start moving kind of like a little bit more in the air, almost as if he was flying, but not literally. And with that, could everybody give me your perception checks?
Perception check.
Ten.
15.
20.
Chloe!
What's up?
Give me a perception.
Perception check.
Yeah, Chloe and Ferrum were a little bit too busy focusing more so on the race. Even King could have potentially missed this if it wasn't for the fact that they had just enough to get to pass the check as King, Mim, and Riptide all kind of start to see in the distance something that only King would specifically remember at the very moment. But as you guys look off into the distance, what looks to be maybe only like a mile or so away right now appears to be that of a giant tornado, just all coming in, the wind blowing as people starting to freak out even in the distance. I say distance, in the crowds. What's going on? As the winds start to really blow up, lightning even starts to kind of start striking down. And in that exact moment of somewhat of a realization, not to say it was too late of a realization, but it's too late to stop what appears to be a tornado that is full-headed its way here, one that looks familiar to the guys, to the tornado you guys had seen before.
Called it.
Yeah, it's a tornado.
Yeah, it looks familiar to the one you've seen before. You mean a tornado?
No,
You
because
mean the tornado with the face?
I was gonna say that's the difference. Is it's not just a tornado; it's a tornado with a face. I'll put it like here. It's not exactly near enough, just yet. Actually, no, sorry, that's not what I mean. I mean, it is close enough to, at this point, what looks to be getting close in, as you guys are all driving, as you all might want to say something. Maybe even some of you are freaking out at this tornado coming in. The tornado, pretty much almost what it looks to be like, takes its like hands, starts to form hands, and starts to suck pretty much everything starting on this left side over here. With that, you guys even see it almost purple, maybe purple green, like pulsating, coming from the mover, as you guys have been pretty much easily avoiding. However, the mover, especially attached onto it with the chopper, because the chopper is not necessarily the heaviest vehicle, proceed to get swallowed up and consumed basically into this thing. As looking at this, trying to still drive forward, which you guys pretty much are at the moment, still driving, but it's almost like the pulling force, the pulling action is keeping you from making it too far. Here, I'll show you like this. This tornado, this thing that was at first like what you would say in your words a normal tornado, but one with that of its own conscious. You could easily guess just from the way that it looks at people. After consuming those vehicles, proceeds to almost looks like it changes, almost as if it like glitches out a little bit out of reality as it comes a little bit more back into clearer vision after a couple of seconds, as this thing has changed, per se, evolved into a more lightning version of it, one that it's really just trying to rain in destruction into here, and with that destruction it will proceed to grow bigger, big enough to pretty much consume the entirety of this map, as screams are being held out. People are trying to get away, but they're just getting blown up, swept away. Some are getting lightning strikes every which way. And as that is happening, you guys on the vehicles see a couple of the other vehicles also getting swept away in different formations, but the ground starts lifting up into the sky, into this tornado-like formation, as you guys are still on the track, as the track itself looks broken, but however, inside of this tornado, as you see majority of things that are kind of like in their tornado still, so like part of the stadium, a bunch of other people with vehicles up and down everywhere. You guys somehow got lucky enough to still somewhat be onto this broken track. But with that, I think your objective has been a lot more cleared, or a lot more clear, I should say. As you are now in the inside of this thing, you guys all see what looks to be a giant, almost sapling plant-like thing with lightning surrounding it, just floating in the middle of this track that's also floating at like not hundreds, but like 50 feet off the ground. With that, I will change the map so you can see what I'm talking about, as well as we will be calling a little bit of a break here. So, with that being said, anything you guys want to say before I put us on break?
Yo, what the hell just happened?
Fuck it, we shoot the tornado.
We gotta
Fuck
bust
it, we
that
ball.
Deku nut.
Yeah, and now we're going to break. our little short break is now over, for we have some things here to do. By that, I mean, you guys have been recently sucked up into this tornado, and you guys are still attempting to basically drive potentially on the track, as if you don't, there's a potential you might just get swept up by the tornado itself. With the friction of you guys still moving, though, there's a lot you could potentially do here. That being said, I'm gonna put on the music here, as we have pretty much gotten to kind of like a reveal of this, what you would say, seed. This seed does look to be pretty huge, especially if you compare the size of you guys to the actual thing here. However, as I said, as the track is still being floated almost in like a circular area, so is this seed that looks to have lightning surrounding it. And here's the thing about what I wanted to do for this. There was a couple of rules, kind of like, there was a couple of rules when I first did this that were a little bit here and there. I tried to see about smoothing that out here with the second take, as I want to leave this more so up to a, how do you guys want to approach and maybe even potentially stop this thing with a group, basically a group skill check, as we had started with the tornado, is how we're going to pretty much try to end this with the tornado. However, with that being said, the general way to do this kind of group thing, I'm trying to think of the name, I can't remember it specifically at the moment, is something I'm going to repeat here though. You guys have to get successes, and you guys do not want fails here, as these successes, basically what happens is on your turn, you pretty much say, hey, I want to do this, or I want to like use this skill. And what happens then is then you roll that. If I say that it's a good enough roll, aka basically if it beats the DC that I have set, you get a success. With that being said, if you use that, so let's say that you used athletics for however what reason that you want to say you want to do with that. If you want to use athletics, you will have to give me, not give me, you'll have to, how do I put it? You can't use athletics anymore, and nobody else on that turn can use athletics. However, because I did miss this part last time, on the next turn, you still can't use athletics, but everybody else in the group pretty much can, whoever does it for that round.
Only one skill can be used per round, and then once you've used it, you can't repeat it.
Yes. But the same thing applies with pretty much other things, such as just a regular like attack, or maybe you have a skill proficiency that you think that, or sorry, a tool proficiency that you think that you could use here. It's pretty much, it's very open to how you guys want to do it. With that being said, the people behind you that are still somewhat stuck in the web, the orchestra isn't specifically stuck, but it's not specifically doing much either, because it's very confused as it's just trying to drive and go along with it. So pretty much what I'm asking you guys to do here, as with the skills I already said, but what I'm pretty much asking you guys to do here is to basically give me things to both keep you guys alive, basically surviving, and how to potentially stop this thing. With that being said, you guys feel free to put yourselves on the turn timer, or the turn order, and whatever position that you guys want to be in is how you guys want to be in. As I revealed to you, this one's going to be a hard one, because I meant for this one to be basically a boss skill challenge. So you guys need 9 successes, and at the very moment, you guys can only take 2. 2 failures.
Very
What?
well, gentlemen. It sounds like a plan.
Well, that sounds like a good day to die.
Speaking of a plan, who here has a plan?
I have no idea.
Not to.
Yeah, like, what's our goal? Are we trying to fight this thing, or?
M-
Are you asking me or are
Every
you asking
time.
them?
Yeah, I guess I'm asking you, DM. Are we trying to destroy this thing, or half of me still thinks the race is on?
I said that pretty much your 2 main points here is trying to survive and trying to potentially stop this in some way. Because right now you guys are just riding in a tornado.
Also, Natsu, could you add me to the initiative? It did that thing again where it deselected Kings who didn't send his initiative.
Yeah, same with me. 14.
Well, I'm
It's
saying
7
you
for King.
guys have you guys don't have the initiative numbers. It's however order you guys want to go.
So,
Well,
Okay. How do we fully survive a tornado?
float up.
It's
I
funny
mean-
because we literally did this a couple weeks ago and it didn't work.
yeah.
Mhm. Just trying to figure out.
9 successes, 2 failures. Okay.
think last
Yeah,
time-
not
last
good.
time-
Alright, what are we confident in? Because I'm confident in athletics. And that's it.
I am a good all-arounder, but Dex is my main thing.
Yeah, I'm Dex too.
I have
I-
a +3 in history. I don't know what that's gonna do. I have a +3 in intimidation. I can intimidate the fucking tornado.
Wait, hold up. I actually have a fucking idea. Okay, I have an idea.
Okay, here comes the most unhinged shit we're ever gonna hear. Let's go. Let me
All
hear
right.
it.
All right, hear me out. Jackson, right? You take.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Farron. You're going to take your sword. You're going to stab it through the roof of the car, right? I'm going to get on top. I'm going to tie my cloak around it, and I'm going to make it a sail to make our car go faster.
I'm. How does that help?
Well, you know, we got to race faster, so getting out of here faster helps, right?
Is that
Huh?
do you want to take the first turn doing
My
that?
only worry is you're gonna make a lightning rod.
I don't know. It's fair. I'm not. Listen, hear me out, right? We do that. We get out of here faster, right? I mean, it just makes sense. It just makes sense to try and get as little checks as possible. The longer we spend here, the dumber, right? I mean, I don't want to be fighting a tornado for 9 turns if I can help it.
Yeah, I guess, but like.
Do you have any better ideas?
DM,
No.
This
All right,
area of
then.
the track drivable.
That's
Is that
what
meant to
they
be broken apart.
that's meant to be broken apart. So to drive forward, you would still have to like drive, but it's like imagine that you're basically making the jump every time that you go forward, essentially. Which, speaking of, for the people who are driving, if you guys, anytime it's your turn, go ahead and move your actual speed.
Can we drive here?
No, that's
Do
what
we have
that's what I was
bonus
trying to.
actions again?
Wait, what?
Bonus actions again.
No, this isn't like a bonus action or just action. This is like, what do you want to do with a certain skill, or if you just want to do something very simple. Attacking. This is me saying like, if you were to try to just attack the thing three times in your one turn, it's not going to change the result here.
I mean, yeah. So it's just RP shit at this point.
Also, no, this is not drivable as I try to explain it. You guys are like 50 feet all up in the air. This is 50 feet up in the air. I just don't have the best map making skills for inside of a tornado.
What happened to the big guy? Did he not get picked up?
Oh, he did. He got 8. All 8 of
Well, can the first thing I do be teleport to my clone, like swap places, so I'm with them?
Yeah, you could do that.
Hmm.
Uh.
Wait, hold up. I think I've got an even fucking crazier plan in mind.
Yeah.
So, everyone else, how do you feel about me making this into a makeshift plane real quick?
Can you do that?
I can certainly try. think
What
I've
is
got an
our
idea.
chance of success? Run us through what you mean.
Okay, so hear me out, right? So we got the sail from the tornado, and the tornado obviously pushes a lot of wind out. So, there's that keeping us actually moving forward. I have an idea to make a rather rudimentary grappling hook so you can still technically turn left and shit, or right, or wherever. Right? And as for the quote-unquote wings, as I'm bullshitting my way into this idea, this method of madness, as I am stalling as my brain churns, tickety-tock goes the cogwheels. We'll have somebody mend the fucking car doors. I don't know how to make the wings properly. I gotta make some makeshift fucking wings somehow.
Do you have any tool proficiencies that you could use here?
I mean, yes, but I don't have the tools on me, which is why we do what we can with what we have. Don't gotta be pretty, it just gotta work. So we'll just have somebody, chop off the car doors with their fucking swords, I guess. Or shoot off the hinges, and then we'll just mend it to it like wings. And from there, I don't know, gentlemen. I'm just trying to think of fucking anything. That's the best I got. Unless we want to use the mirrors to try and blind it.
If that's what you want to try to do, that was even for the before statement. If that's what you want to try to do, then we get to make a roll for it.
Alright. First things first, I want to get the sail set up. So if somebody could do me the pleasure/honor of stabbing their sword through the roof, Param, that would be much obliged.
I'm going to stab the greatsword through the roof.
Much appreciated. And then I would like to sleight of hand, get on the roof and then tie the cloak I have on me to the sword. And then attempt to make the sail.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll.
An 18! Behold!
You
My
see
numbers!
As Chloe has immediately just got out of the vehicle with that bright idea, putting up a sail after yelling at Farum to stab for some reason through the roof of the car, and the wind catches up a little bit to the car, kind of helping maneuver your vehicle through the winds. With that being one success.
Very well, gentlemen, I leave it up to you for your turns.
What the fuck do we do now?
Okay. Unless you guys have your own things, I could just tell you what I had in mind still.
I think I have an idea. I'm not sure if it'll pay off, but
Go for it.
Run it by us.
I think I'm gonna try to persuade this thing to go find another target.
Persuade who?
You know what?
Hey,
Hold
no
up.
way!
Mim is like on the machine gun turret. He's like, "Hey, you big ugly fuck! There's a fucking real challenge for you out in that desert. You just go out there and find the big fucking oasis, you piece of shit." And he's like firing the machine gun all out past it, trying to like persuade it to go after the bullets and go find the mimic.
That's creative. I'll take it. Give me a persuasion check.
If you bomb this,
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
plus
No.
With that, with not even
Literally my highest thing too.
Can King burn his inspiration to allow him to roll that at advantage?
I'll allow a burn of inspiration. However, do note inspiration should be used before the roll.
Right.
Alright, go for it.
Again. It's only a 15 that time.
It's a lot better.
Better than a 9.
15 definitely got through, as you see Vim pretty much shouting his nonsense, shooting bullets, as this thing more so, the tornado doesn't specifically move in any certain direction, but this sapling that's floating up in the air, this huge sapling, kind of like does a turnaround maneuver almost. You don't really see a specific head. You don't see like a back end. It's just kind of like now it turned around. Gaining
Maybe that'll
a
buy us some
success.
time.
With that, leaving Farum, Riptide, and King.
Man, I don't know. You guys go first. Let me think.
We gotta
You know
keep
what?
driving.
Casey, what do you got for me?
We stick to the plane. Take off the doors.
Athletics check for the doors. Can I do that?
If that's what you want to do.
Before I roll this, are we good with this?
Look, I have abs-
Look,
I got
at this
nothing.
point, it's just bullshitting because we have to use skills.
Yeah, listen, hear me out, all right? If we can bullshit our way through a plane, I think I'm a master of bullshito, just trust me.
To be fair, you got more than just
16.
skills, but yeah.
16.
You
There's
proceed
spells.
to. Yeah, there's our spells. You proceed to take off. Farum proceeds to take off the doors on the hinges, as he does it kind of effortlessly, even though there's some wind. As he pulls it kind of like back, aiming it, angling it, basically for you guys to basically put it on as doors, giving you more of a transforming car at this point, as this car has turned into a more of a plane than what it already was. Congratulations for that third success.
It wouldn't hurt us to put more distance between us and this thing. We can always do things to fix the car, and brace ourselves in case we do get hit by this thing too.
Now, can I make a perception check just to see if I can't see any weakness this thing could have, like at all, like any clearly visible?
Yeah,
weak
you're
spot?
looking. Yeah, you're looking for a weakness. Give me a perception check.
Four, nice.
Oh yeah.
As also, I'll pretty much say it like this: I don't know if is the Farum clone still driving the other vehicle?
Technically.
We'll just put it up there. First things first, as you proceed to drive Riptide, you proceed to drive onto the next the next piece of road, basically. Yeah, reposition yourselves. On the next piece of road is you pretty much every time it's your turn, you pretty much are going to have to go to the next road offering there is, as this is kind of like in an almost fast action pace, as you guys are still kind of trying to do things, whether it be build part of the vehicle or not. And in that sense, Riptide sees and looks over at this thing, and he's taking a little bit of an examination as he just landed onto the piece of road here. As he saw what looks to be like the lightning that's kind of surrounding this thing appears to be what you could guess an almost lightning-like force field, maybe, to help it not take any damage. However, with that being said, it looked like, because the angle you guys were at, so you saw this for a brief moment, Riptide, that above it and below it doesn't have this lightning.
Okay.
With that, though, you do gain a success. With that, all that's left is King.
Can King make a survival check to try and remember where the safest spot for them to be in the tornado is?
Yeah, you can make me a survival check.
Uh, 12, but if that's not enough, it would kick in his saving face and add a +5 to that. Or
A +5?
+4, sorry. There's only 5 of us now, +4.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Okay.
a 16.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to use the 16 because a 12 would fail. With that being said, as King looking for more so the survival of the group more than anybody else is, everyone else is trying to figure out ways to either complicate the situation, make the situation somewhat better. King's like, we need to survive. With that being said, you try to use some of your knowledge from your previous world that might apply to this world, especially about something like natural disasters such as tornadoes. The easiest and well-known thing, it's easy to be not easy. It's the best place in a tornado is basically the eye of the storm, you could say. What that means, pretty much the closer you are to the middle, the better. You guys are already in somewhat of an okay position, but you could guess to say the best place that you could go to for survival is this piece of terrain up here, as it is the closest to the eye of the storm.
So King would point that out to everyone that we need to hit about right here for our best chance of survival.
With that, you guys...
Given that we're not now all-terrain with your flying, it should just be a straight clear.
With that, as everybody's proceeding to do their thing, vehicle down here, the orchestra does kind of lose control and get lost as the webbings start to kind of go up a little bit by little bit on the rest of this vehicle, as they're not completely sure what's happening. They're probably getting some explanation from Claude the robot as they proceed to actually start to get out of the webbing a little bit, but they kind of don't want to, even though it's happening before they can even attempt to do too much. As they pretty much start to talk to each other, it almost seems like as if they are trying to formulate a bit of a plan. However, you guys are way too far, especially with the high amount of noise that'd be around. With that being said,
you grab King's spiritual weapon.
do you want it to stay here?
Yeah, it would it would stay there because it floats. It's not affected by wind or anything.
Oh, I get that. I didn't know if it was if you still wanted it up there. Okay.
Oh yeah, because he can move it as a bonus action. He can move it 20 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. With all that being said, it now does come back to your guys' turns. Chloe, you have set the initiative. You are first.
All right. Is anybody still opposed to the whole plane idea?
No one's opposed. Just do it.
Excellent. Okay.
Just get us to the eye of the storm.
Fine. Fuck. Don't get us to the eye of the storm. Damn you. Give me your. She's gonna be like, give me your crossbow. She's asking King for his crossbow.
Yeah, he'll lend her the crossbow.
All right. Grappling hook time. I have 50 feet of rope in my fucking inventory. I would like to begin tying the rope around the fucking around the arrows, so that whenever I launch them, it just Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna tie the rope around the arrows in an attempt to start making grappling hooks.
Grappling around. Do you have a specific proficiency or skill you think you would use for that?
Survival.
No, yeah, fair enough.
Here we go. I am a literal fucking embodiment of a genius. You will all thank me so much later.
The one time Chloe's getting massive W's, boys.
The one time?
For your
Excuse me.
crazy ideas.
Do you even know
usually
who
they
I
go
am?
sideways.
What do you mean? Okay, listen. Stop sign umbrella went hard.
Did it work though?
Well, yeah. Duh. All my ideas work.
I love it because this one does work
Chloe.
as Chloe proceeds to kind of like in a professional actually manner tie up these bolts with basically rope enough to where it won't hinder the triggering. As you said, are you basically firing it now or are you waiting?
I'm waiting for whenever the turn comes up to fire it.
Okay, because you definitely do get the success on that, as you are prepared in any case, way, form, however you want to say that. You are prepared for what might come next. With that being said, Mim, you're up next.
By the power of bullshit, anything is possible.
I don't know what the fuck Chloe's thinking, but I like it. We all gotta think outside of the box. We all gotta get our heads out of our asses, and we gotta fucking stay level-headed and do this shit if we're gonna survive. I would like to make a just pure charisma check to try to bolster everyone's spirits during this weird event.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't fuck me, oh you bitch. That's an 11.
With that being said, Mim is shouting pretty much his usual nonsense that no one's really caring for, as it seems like that doesn't really help as the lightning starts to get a little bit more aggressive around this sapling-like plant. With that giving you one failure. Pharaoh, it is your turn.
Chloe, what do you need me to do this time?
What do I need you to do this time? Well, my compatriots, shit. I was kind of relying on King this time. All right, take this. I'm gonna hand you the crossbow, right, at the grappling hook. Sorry, TM. And I am going to instruct Farah. All right, whenever we get to this curve, fucking shoot it at the floor, right, and grab onto it as hard as you can. And like pull or something. I don't know. Just don't let it go. That's all unironically, that's all I fucking got. Otherwise, it's kind of like whatever you want.
What, am I just an anchor?
You're gonna be an anchor, yeah. Pretty
Oh
much.
God.
Yeah.
Sounds like a strength check to me.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a raw strength check.
Yeah.
Watch my genius unfurl its
We
wings.
can't.
This is where I roll a 4.
No.
No,
I deny
we're
it.
good.
21.
As
21,
stated,
21,
I deny
21.
it.
Keep
21.
it positive. Keep it
Nice fucking
positive.
flash of genius. Oh,
What did
look
you
at
do
that.
again?
He's being an
I
anchor.
just a pure fucking strength check, and I'm being an anchor.
What I did was I handed him the grappling hook, trademarked. You can't steal the idea. And I told him to shoot it and like on that curve and just either start pulling it or hold on as tight as he can so that he's anchoring us to help us actually turn better.
Oh, okay. Is it? Where did he shoot this?
That's for him. I told him. I was thinking like he would do it around.
We know we
here, I
got.
think.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got to get around here. So if he shoots around here, we can swing around
Either one of those
to where
spots
we
work.
need to go.
All right. Well, at the moment, I think the easiest one would be to be the closer one. With that even being said, as Farum getting ordered around by Chloe, maybe a new one, maybe not. As Farum just kind of accepts it, takes a bit of the grappling, takes the grappling hook, takes the shot as it proceeds. As he's pretty much just trying to just keep it stood there as he doesn't like move out of the car or tries not to basically make the whole car move just yet, as it does hit the terrain, getting a kind of a deep actually wedge in. So with that, you guys got a success, and it becomes Riptide's turn.
All right. Well, first, I guess I'll do the car movement. As always, I think we're still driving, correct?
Yep.
It's one.
You would just go to the next
One,
one.
two
it's
car
called.
left. All right.
There we go. Especially because you guys had the capability of like actually like basically kind of flying over there a little bit as your car is transformed more and more over this time.
All right. We still have a horn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'd like to do is Riptide's gonna make. I don't know if this will be a deception or intimidation check, but he's just gonna lay on the horn of this car / plane and yell at this thing. You have any idea how many storms we've killed? You are about to become a statistic if you don't fuck off.
I feel pretty intimidated. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay. I hate it when I close my box and I gotta open it up again. Takes
You're
forever.
good.
You know, I'm also gonna burn the inspiration I used on this, just in case.
All right.
Ooh. I got a 16.
I don't think that was with inspiration, but it still works.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you rolled twice.
No, I didn't. Well,
Roll
I
again in
didn't.
case you get the nat 20.
Yeah.
Or
Ooh,
you
does
can
the
save the inspiration.
Does the nat 20 count for 2? I'll use
No,
it. I told
he
him I'd
already-
be using it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already used it.
Look at that.
Okay.
Think of-
Damn.
Good thing I did too.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, Riptide honks on his horn, getting hella aggressive, and the big kind of seedling sapling in the air doesn't really respond. It doesn't necessarily care as he's just hawking, going at it. And with that though, with an almost kind of like spectacle of him just basically purely yelling, it's almost as if someone in the distance you almost hear is like, "Yeah, I got it," and it's a very familiar noise, as it sounds like it was Scraven in the distance saying something back, as if he was saying he got it. For what that means, you don't specifically know yet, but that is a success.
Works for me.
Can I give my inspiration point to King?
Whoa, share an inspiration like that. You gotta give me, I mean, you can, but you gotta give me an inspiring quote now.
Hey, you help me out back there. Whatever you're gonna do, I don't know what the fuck it is, but make it count. And he reaches back and slaps King on the shoulder.
All right.
Farron's just gonna start smoking a cigarette.
Which
Fuck, I forgot about my cigarette. It went out.
Here's one.
Can King make an insight check on the seed to see if, like, he can pick up if it's actually trying to kill them, or if it's just a case of the tornado is just positioned here, and once it passes, then they don't have to deal with this. Like, more so trying to get, like, an insight on this entire situation. Like, is the seed the cause of the tornado, or is the tornado just parked its ass on top of the seed?
You can give me an insight. I got what I want for this.
Alright. And then I'll roll with advantage because of the inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell did it not send to... Oh no, did Beyond 20 crash?
No, your roll came through. First one.
Because both of them are here on my screen, but they didn't send over it because it rolled on D&D Beyond. It didn't just do the thing where it sent it straight to Beyond 20. But I rolled, the highest was a 16, so 16 plus 6 for 22.
Your plugin might have crashed.
Yeah, it may have been I think the plugin
probably
crashed.
plugin.
I'll turn it on.
It's fine. 16 plus 6, yeah, that's fine. So, the thing here is, as you proceed to take a bit of an insight check, is as you're trying to still once again focus on survival, but now that you guys are getting close to where you need to be, you're like, maybe I can tell what might be happening here different, that maybe the tornado isn't just here, isn't really here for us in specific, or maybe something about the tornado that you can take a guesstimate. And at the moment, nothing really comes to mind in specific, as this is a very irregular tornado, I should say. However, the one thing that you do see is what looks to be as is pretty much because you were looking and trying to take looks at, like, you know, up like how far it goes up, how far it goes down, taking a couple of thinking time to potentially come up with an answer. There's something you see in the sky, and it's coming straight down towards basically the middle to where the sapling is. And as you see in the distance, at first, what you would guess to be a similar, maybe familiar figure, until you realize it is Scraven, who is proceeding to basically be falling out of the sky, heading right towards for the sapling, as he's like, "This is the greatest plan!" Other people of you starting to notice Scraven as well, as it looks like this is maybe one of the only times he is gonna shine, because he lands on that and he just starts ripping into it, tearing into it, digging into it, as everything around starts to basically become unstable. The tornado starts to form off little bit by little bit as you guys have completed the 9 tasks.
Yeah. King's gonna turn and look at Chloe. Hey, look, your boyfriend's useful.
He's not my boyfriend. Don't insult me like that. She's glaring at you instead of whatever she's doing now.
As with that, you guys all see as he's digging into it, it looks like...
So Scraven's done his job, right?
Scraven.
Can I make
Mayor
an
W?
athletics check to fucking fastball like 120 miles per hour, something through this thing to hit Scraven to try and knock him out?
No, he's helping us.
Well, he succeeded. We don't need him anymore.
Well, he's
Let
still...
him be the hero that we never wanted him to be.
Yeah, give it a second, because I'm still explaining a few things.
Fine.
As he's...
Give him the W.
As he's digging through it, tearing through it, he pulls out what almost looks to be like this green, weird, glowing thing, as it almost is like he crushes it a little bit, tosses it, and with that, the tornado basically starts to disperse out, and basically you guys are now falling from a total 50 feet up in the sky. But at the same time, as that crushing happened, it looks like a portal that would be similar to the one that you guys have been entering before appears right below this entire thing here.
Hey, before that happens, can I throw something at Scraven?
I mean, if you really want, but you need to potentially also jump in the portal as soon as possible.
Well, I fucked it, so I just toss something random, pray it hits him, and jump through the portal.
Woo. And with that, I will say, Scraven, as well as this plant, is plummeting right down into this portal with these other people over here on the side not knowing what's happening, but seeing as a potentially better chance than basically dying from this fall. They're also going to proceed to jump into the portal.
Guys, what the hell's that portal?
What we need to go through.
What?
Just trust us. Faram's just gonna hop through first.
As you guys have proceeded to get already close enough to it, but you all can pretty much just hop to it if you want to just hop to it.
What if I wanted to drive the car through it?
Then that one you would need a check for. That's why I said if you wanted to just hop, you can just hop.
What kind of check you need?
I need that sleight of hand, aka handling check.
Ooh.
So, as you guys, as Farum has already proceeded to jump through, anybody else who wants to jump through can, but Riptide's like, I want to keep this car. And as he proceeds to basically turn the car and try to get it into the vehicle, he kind of does get it into the vehicle into the portal, or about to, as it almost looks like part of another vehicle has came in and kind of crashed right into your vehicle. As part of the ceiling goes, a couple of the doors of the wings are off. It's pretty much now, I would say, like half damaged overall, but you still got the vehicle in.
All right, then.
As you guys all proceed to go down to through this portal, some of you might recognize, some of you don't really recognize as well. Others screaming, Scraven laughing. You could probably hear Claude in the distance. This feels familiar. As everything comes to a stop after a little bit. By a little bit, I mean like probably like a few moments of actually traveling through here. As you are all you all proceed to normally you would go through kind of almost like what I would say like a reward screen per se, a reward point normally, but no, this time you guys literally just plop down into the seats that you guys, some of you guys might even recognize, as I will bring people onto this map. As we are now back at home base.
We're here.
The other people not, and King's just like, ah, man, shame.
Uh,
The map looks different. It's black and white.
It's because you.
I don't think.
I think we're in. Well, no, it is black and white on our end too, but it could be because yeah, it turns black and white when you're not in the room with direct eyesight to the area.
All right.
Who am I? Oops, I'm missing.
We're missing Mim, and we're missing Riptide.
Alright then. Yeah, there he is.
Why am I on top of Chloe? We flop. Everyone
Quite
just
nice.
falls. Everyone just falls on top of Chloe.
Crushed, obliterated, pancaked, etc.
Here we go. Sorry, I just had to set that up a little bit. You guys all just one by one start plopping onto the table. Some of you on top of each other. However you guys want to say who might be on top of each other, as you guys all are now in a more pleasant feeling of not being inside of a tornado. I see you've all welcomed. I welcome you all back as we have more people.
But
Yeah, we had a couple of deaths.
Wait, who are you?
Goddess or whatever.
She's the goddess we mentioned.
Oh,
We weren't actually talking, insane.
yeah, that'll be a first. Have we met?
Her voice, I think, would sound familiar to you, Riptide, but you didn't specifically see her the first time. She's the one that explained to you that whole the whole basically re-given a chance at life, basically. Her voice very familiar. However, like I said, you didn't specifically see her, as she's like, yes, I'm the one who's talked to you all about basically basically going back and changing the eras of the worlds you've all had to live in. Though some of you are a bit different than the others, as you see as the Madam Flower proceeds to kind of get up off the table a little bit. She's
oh, sorry,
very,
madam. Don't mind my hand.
What? What is...
We just landed funny. That's all.
Googs proceeds to follow her a little bit as he's also kind of like in a freaked out manner. Where are we? What's going on? I need some answers right now, or else I'm gonna start shooting, and I don't want to shoot.
I don't recognize.
We already told you who we worked for. Congratulations, you meet her now.
I wouldn't shoot if I were you.
Googs, just stand down, okay? I'm also trying to figure out what's going on here a little bit. I tried to block out some of their nonsense too, and you know what? It seems like it's not just nonsense, so I'm losing myself. Alright, I'll back off. It seems that our guests are lively? Either way, I'm so glad you all have found yourselves a 6th person for the team once again. Would you care to share yourself? She says that kind of like pointing a little bit at Mim's direction for a second, as Mim maybe even like say something at first for a second, but she kind of brushes you off as she's like, no, not to you. I'm talking about to you, as she points to the rat man in the middle. Me? I'm something. I'm Scraven. They used to call me Scraven the Rat King. So, what is this place? Who are you? Why are we here? Are we here?
I'm gonna knock him out. Can I knock him out?
You could attempt to.
Graven's just your personal punching bag, ain't he?
Yeah. I rolled in that one. He missed.
And then on top of
This
that,
Raven's
you
going
also
on.
could be doing, like, I'm just saying, it kind of very empty in here, as she's like, okay, first of all, stop. I don't know why you're trying to hit your newest member, and I don't know who or what, from what I'm sensing, is sitting over in that seat over there, pointing at Mim. But I do know that Screamin is now your new member for now, at least. So please try to get along.
King's gonna look right over at Chloe, hearing that Screamin has to be on the team with a "I'm so sorry" look on his face.
About
What
that.
about- Well, go ahead.
Yeah, about that, goddess. I'm gonna stand up and brush myself off. Well, still standing on the table, mind you. Yeah. I can't speak for Ferrum, but, I think I'm done.
Oh?
Yeah. I want to go back.
I'm gonna go back. Back to that fucking hellscape?
No. No. God, no. Home. I want to go home. I'm done here. I don't give a shit about some wish. Besides, I mean, I've escaped death before. I can do it again. Who the hell's to say I needed your help, huh? And I'm not working with whatever the fuck is over there in that seat, waiting for it to try and kill me again. And I'm certainly not working with him, motioning to Scraven.
Hi!
I want to go back.
Wait.
Yes, hello, you.
Well, she's doing that, I'm doing that.
Ferrum, you don't need to stand.
I wanna.
Okay, whatever. Fine.
I completely understand the way you're all feeling. I'm assuming at least some of you more than others. The only problem is, how do you expect me to send you back? I can't specifically do that.
Well, you brought us here, didn't you?
I could bring people, yes. Sending them back
Wait.
to a location that...
No. Hold on. Hold on. So what you're saying, you brought us here with the promise of a wish that could save, if not completely change our lives. But you can't put us back into the world where we can use that wish.
I can put you back after things are fixed. I am dying. I cannot do
You know
such
what?
things at the moment.
that just
I know,
You know what?
it's very tough to hear, and it's not something that's easy to say, and I understand some of you, especially if just sent straight back, would probably die. I'm just saying, think about the whole situation here. All of the dimensions are riding on you guys, essentially. If you were to just quit now, what were to happen
Hey,
to
Mrs.
everybody?
Goddess, can I be honest?
It sounds like it's a very honest
I
time.
don't. Yeah. Fate of the world, fate of the multiverse, whatever it's called, right? I don't care too much. If it's my time, it's my time. If the world's ending, the world's ending. I don't particularly have a attachment to living, you could say. And I've got guys waiting for me on the other side, so I don't really have a wish, nor do I really have a reason to trust your words super well. Besides the fact you kind of kidnapped us, throwing us a thing, throw us into a bunch of situations with very vague instructions, and just kind of hope we survive. I mean, I think I watched like 4 or 5 people die.
7. You watched 7
7?
die.
Yeah, 7 died that one time. Clearly we're replaceable.
And I mean, like, look at
wouldn't
us. We're just
say that.
we're not special. We're just people. Clearly we're just people. I mean, like, you claim we're special. You just fucking brought in some weird tentacle thing, a brand new fish man, and like another rat. Look, you don't even know these two people. They don't even know. Like, I think I want to take my chances. And you know what? If you're dying, I'm sorry, but I'm just a guy. I'm just one little rat. I want to go home. And I want to face death my own way, not trying to save the multiverse or some shit, because I'm not a hero. I'm just trying to live.
I've handled plenty. I don't much appreciate that.
I don't quite care what you appreciate. I don't know you, and chances are you'll be dead, just like the last 7 people. Give it about 24 hours and watch. She'll replace you too. Like she's gonna replace us, I bet.
The goddess gives out like a big deep sigh, and she's like, do you all feel the same way?
I'm pretty sure it's just us two, but
To be fair, I have my own reservations with being here. Much like they've stated, I'm no hero. I am a medic, and a shitty one at that. It was the best place they can slap me in my clan. I wasn't a good enough leader, so the position of next for chief went to my younger brother. That I didn't mind. I didn't want that. To be fair, being labeled as like the hero of the multiverse, absolute nightmare scenario for me. Somebody whose entire life is, I will not be in the spotlight, and kill me if I am. I am only here against my will with the panicked hope I could go and save my daughter, my only child, from the hands of a madman who made her, I guess, watch her father be ripped apart by fucking wolves.
You'll see
I'm
as,
not
as Madam kind of just like very shocked, but now she's into this gossip.
Like, I'm trying very hard to keep it together and work with this because I just want to make sure my kid's safe. I could care less about the world, the multiverse, anything like that. I just care about her. She's hardly lived her life.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. clearly she had no intentions of sending us back. At least not anytime soon, that is.
The longer I am here, the longer my daughter is labeled an orphan. We lost her mother to the same fucking madman. So yeah, I'm not pleased.
Well, I'm not quite sure what to tell you all. If you give me enough time, enough power, I think I can see about sending you back, but I don't think that's going to change some of your fates.
I've changed my fates more times than I can count. I don't need any god's help.
And if you so wish, then I will not stop you. Prepare your things, and I will send you off.
I kind of am prepared. You also didn't really bring me with like luggage or anything. This is kind of like all I own.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's yeah. All right. Yeah. She's gonna like check her pockets real quick, pat herself up and down. Got my wallet, got my keys, got my ammo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
We got everything.
I don't think there's anything we could possibly want.
Fair. Doesn't seem like anything goes out of this spot. Anything. Anyways,
Sorry.
With that, she kind of very sadly snaps her fingers a couple of times. A little bit of a clap here, as you'll see she tries to focus for about a good minute, as it almost looks like Ferrum and Chloe start to essentially fade out of existence almost. Do not be scared, I am just sending you back. It just takes a minute, so if you have your goodbyes to say, I would suggest saying them now.
au revoir, boys. I can't say it's been fun, and I can't really say I know most of you guys besides King at this point. But, good luck.
Yeah. Same here. I don't really know any of you, except maybe King. Oh, so fuck you, Scraven. Specifically you, actually.
True.
I didn't
fuck
do
out of here.
anything. What?
You fucking hit on me! Get the hell
Well,
away
you
from me,
are kind
freak.
of a baddie.
Yeah, I will fucking kill you! She's gonna like raise her rifle as she starts fading away faster.
Goodbye, good luck. As she starts to hide away.
Way to be all melodramatic about everything.
Nick,
Yeah.
fucker, give your balls a tug.
See you on the other side.
You see.
Or
Go ahead.
oh no, I don't have anything. Sorry. Go ahead.
You see as they have now officially faded out. As the goddess sits back in her seat, she looks like she's sweating a little bit like as if she's upset in this whole manner. They just don't seem to stay, and every time they go, they just continue to meet their fate, which I think would be worse. Don't know. With that being said, anybody here? This is pretty much kind of like what happens on the other side, as we are going to zoom in a little bit here to Ferrum and Chloe, as we see they get teleported back to their home, to their home world, and as they're teleported back to their home world, back into basically the same scene/Shadera that they were at, they start drastically falling. Once again, as they realize
We have a
they're in
plan.
the
We have a
hole.
plan. We have a plan.
We do have a plan, actually.
We actually planned this. Alright, let me scroll up in DMs. Let me find this.
Alright, here's the plan. Actually, yeah. We did kind of plot this.
Oh, you found it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is well.
So, as we start falling, we couldn't have gone, like, if I remember correctly from the first session, like, more than, like, 60 feet. So I'm gonna give Chloe, as we start to fall, because we have a few seconds before we start actually going at a speed that matters, because of the laws of gravity and movement conservation, I'm going to hand Chloe the grapple that we made.
The thing is, that requires King's crossbow.
Well, we didn't
Never
give it
stated
back.
we gave it back. We robbed you. We robbed
You
you.
got robbed. I'm sorry. So we're gonna give Chloe the grappling hook.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do the simplest thing I can think of. Use it on the wall so I don't die. Clearly.
Yeah, it doesn't take a problem for you to shoot it and it getting wedged in.
Ferrum is going to throw his weapon further down, use his echo, summon it, and have the echo stab the fucking wall with it. And because the sword is thick enough, Ferrum can actually land on it.
All right.
So we have stopped immediate death.
You guys have proceeded to basically either, whether it be on a sword or on a rope, stopped yourself from falling. However, looking up, looking down, does look like it's almost like an endless pit, and you guys have already been falling down for a while. With that being said, what would your game plan be to get out of the hole, as it is a long way up?
Alright, Ferrum. Start climbing.
Yep.
You know how. Do you think?
So, funny thing about the echo, right, is it can hold physical things, right?
Okay.
So, I have around 3 uses of this, if I remember correctly from the first session. We had only gone down about 80-90 feet before we were stopped. Because you cut the rope and then we got immediately teleported. So this is actually doable. So, first thing is, Ferrum is going to prepare Misty Step. He's going to jump up. The clone's gone at this point. He's going to jump up, take the sword out, Misty Step up 30 feet, have the Echo take out Ferrum's twin long swords, and plant them into the wall for Ferrum to land on.
Okay.
So that's a bit further, and then I'm going to, for the rest of the distance, a combination of the Echo Teleport, which can get me at least 30 feet, and the 2 more times Ferrum could use Misty Step to, we actually calculated it, just barely make it out of the hole.
I don't even need a roll for that, honestly. I think that's pretty good as you guys proceed to make your way out of the hole after that.
With the ropes that are, you know what? Actually, was time frozen in between the world?
Yeah.
With the greatsword, the dude who fucking pushed us down, the scraggly looking dude, I am going to attack 4 times.
You're just gonna fucking kill him for no
You-
reason. He's already dead, brother.
You both
There's-
proceed to basically get up, and as you proceed to see, he was already dead, but his body is still there as you proceed to very angrily slash him,
Mincemeat,
just
brother.
mincing him up. With that, you guys, maybe if you're at all curious of what he had on him, would eventually find out that on his person, he has a hit list. One of them, aka two of them, being you guys, Ferrum and Chloe. With that, sets you guys out on potentially your own adventure, your own goings, as you proceed to solve mysteries, fight some baddies, and continue to live on and pass the destiny that you were so told that you were gonna have.
Where to? You know what? Want to go back to that desert? No, that place was a ruin, right? You
Fuck the
wanna?
desert? Are you kidding me?
You wanna go see our funny little bard?
Hear
I
me
think
out.
he's still in. Okay.
The bar. Let's go to a bar.
Amen.
I think that's where that'll end.
I think that is where that'll end.
That is where I would end, as we basically say goodbye to Chloe and Ferrum, off into the distance, the sunset even. With that being said, we come back to the main focus, the main group once again, as you guys have just seen. They just got essentially teleported away. AKA, well, more so faded out of existence is how I explain it, because that's how it looks. However, you guys somehow have the feeling in your hearts, potentially, maybe King, to feel like they're going to be okay. They'll be fine. And in that same sense of reasoning, now it becomes a reasoning of, what are you guys going to do now, considering the goddess is now at a lack of people here? Will that be for a long time? Will that be for a short time? Who knows? But for now, you guys are at the home base. With all that being said, if you... Yeah, you know what? Yeah. With all that being said, I feel like that's just going to be a good end to today's session. As
Yeah,
Probably would
fuck it.
be.
I'm hungry. Is this place got a kitchen?
Yeah,
yeah.
what's
It
the,
does have a kitchen.
what's the deal with this place?
King will just stand up and he'll just go to his room. He won't say anything.
As I said, I would love to get more into it, but I think that's a good stopping point for today.
Yeah.
As you guys pretty much go into explore the why am I lacking on the name? Explore the inside of the sanctuary once again. So, with that, as I said, thank you everybody so much for watching today's episode, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.